underwear store, and I have some difficulty for speak English, and I think in this environment I I can improve and learn very things about the language.
Okay, guys. Okay, Marisol, thank you. Okay, let's see who's next. Alejandra, you wanted to talk a few moments. Go ahead, Alejandra. Are you listening to Alejandra, guys?
No, no, I'm not.
Hello, listening
Oh,
to me?
Alejandra. Yes, Alejandra. I can hear you.
Okay, my name is Alejandra Lopez Fierro. I am 27 years old. I am from Sucre, but I am currently living in the municipality of Achi Bolivar. I'm currently work in a registry office. I had difficulties with the pronunciation of the language.
Okay, Alejandra, don't worry. In this, turn it off your microphone. In this space, the idea is that you don't be afraid to speak, so I can see your difficulties with the language, so I can give you some strategies that you can use or implement to improve your speaking skills, or those skills that you feel that you are not the best with that skills. So let's continue with Anderson. We have Anderson, Alejandra, Marisol, Maria Paula. How are you? Can you tell us something about you, please?
Hello, everyone. Okay, my name is Maria Paula. I live in Piedecuesta, Santander. I'm 21 years old. I'm an English teacher, and I work in a primary school. So I'm happy to be here with all of you.
Okay, Maria Paula. The last one, forget your name. Sorry.
Well, my name is Ori Severiche. I am from Mahahual, Sucre. I work as a primary school teacher. It is a pleasure to share with you in this meeting to improve my pronunciation and now in English. I so I happy.
Okay. So, what grade do you teach? Sorry, primary or high school? Primary?
Primary teacher.
Okay, okay. So, you know what? When we work as a teacher with students like high school students or primary school students, we sometimes don't believe that we have to go beyond and it give our classes in English, and that's something that is wrong for us because when we don't give our classes in English, we get stuck. You know what I mean? You know that we feel that we all the time do the same because we don't go a little faster or a little higher than we do in the moment because we think that they won't understand or things like that. And for us as a teacher, and also as a student, because we never stop learning, uh, we have to um, to also improve that those strategies in the classroom, and also sometimes give our classes in English, so you can improve yourself as a professional, as a student, as an English learner, because you have to study a lot, to prepare a lot, to give that class in English. So it is an advice. Okay, guys. So remember, for this in this encounter is for task two, and what we want from you is to demonstrate oral skill to express fluently and spontaneously about different cultural subjects for social or academic purpose. That's the purpose of this task. And don't forget, please, to take a screenshot of the encounter. You know that you have uh, to complete a journal for this task. Well, who wants to read this phrase? Sorry, do you want to read this phrase, please? Hello, sorry.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I think the pandemic has brought big change to learning in school, and it is a change that the student and family have had to deal with. Prior the pandemic, teacher taught it can be said with traditional tools such as a book, blackboard, photocopies, among others. During the pandemic, this entire mode of teaching or learning was changed to distance learning through virtuality and online classes. That fact is that teachers around the world have focused more on accommodating their lesson plan in online learning and have forgot the social emotional skill of a student and their family, which is a fundamental factor in this time of pandemic.
Uh,
Um,
okay, sorry, thank you. Uh, who else wants to give an opinion about what you are watching in the screen?
um,
Well, I
Anderson. Yeah, okay.
well, this this pandemic situation is has changed the plans for everyone in the world. And as the phrase said, this is a crisis and also a big test for everyone. And in the field of education, it was a big challenge to adapt the methods and the strategies to keep the process of learning and teaching for the students and teacher as well. That's what I think about this.
Yes. I think that you focus your opinion about the last part of the phrase, and it is also the part that called my attention a lot, that this crisis was a big test for all humanity. Yeah. Okay, who
Yes,
else
correct.
wants to participate? Thanks, Anderson. Okay, let's move to the other slide. Remember, guys, that what I'm taking in mind from this session is your participation. It's seriously, guys, don't feel nervous or don't feel afraid to speak because that's the only way that you can improve that important skill. Okay, so don't worry, don't feel afraid. Uh, the idea is that if you make a mistake that I can correct, we're going to have that relationship uh, in this session. So don't worry if you think that what you're saying is not going well. So guys, participate, please. Okay, each one of you is going to respond, answer to a question here. So let's start with Maria Paula. Maria
O-
Paula, okay.
eh,
How the
okay,
pandemic changed your life?
okay, okay. I think the pandemic was something that nobody expected, and it changed many things. In my case, um, okay, the university method is virtual. Um, I don't know how to say sin embargo in English.
Even though,
Okay, even though was a little difficult uh, to try uh, do many things to the same times. I mean, the work, the university, the home, the family. Um, I think the pandemic changed how I relate to each other with my family because I here in my house all the time. I was boring, I was stressed, and I don't know. Uh, in the at the first time, o sea, como para decir al principio, sorry, it was very difficult.
at the beginning.
At the beginning, was very difficult, uh, and no more.
Okay, when you finish to tell something, you can say that's it. Okay, that's it, no more. Okay, so you can
Ah,
say
okay,
it's okay, but you sound better if you say that's it.
okay, that's it.
Yeah, exactly. So let's go with Alejandra. Alejandra, what kind of emotions did you experience during the hardest time of the pandemic?
Listening. Hello. ¿Me escuchan?
Yes, Alejandra, we're listening.
Yes.
Yes, teacher. Um, my, okay. For my opinion, the coronavirus pandemic divides the history of humanity. There is a before our normal life and after our life with the pandemic. For everyone, it was a difficult moment that marked a very sad history for many. Um, for example, in the education, education was not stronger to this. Teachers and children had to leave their classroom to look themselves in their homes to receive this education. They were very sad things that affect many in a negative and positive way. Many children had emotional problems due the confinement and that because I'm not having contact with the outside world. Um, all communication, one strong strengths, abilities, and skills were discovered in other children. Um, no more.
That's it.
No more teacher. Finally, my opinion, teacher.
De pronto se le cayó el internet.
Parece que sí, se fue.
Okay. Okay, guys. So
Oh,
okay. So Marisol. Oh, okay. Okay. I don't know what happened with Marisol. Oh, okay. So is emotions you speak during of the pandemic. think those change the life participate.
No se escucha internet. Teacher, there is interference.
Hello, guys. Uh, everybody is listening to me well.
Yeah.
My question to finish with this part. What kind of emotions, guys, did you experience during the hardest time of the pandemic? And do you think those emotions change your perspective of your life?
Yes. Who has to answer? Ah, it's for you.
Okay, I just want you participate uh, without pressure. So if you want to participate, go ahead.
Okay. To answer the questions, I believe that the the emotion I experienced the most during the hardest time of the pandemic was fear, not fear for myself, but fear to the COVID-19, to someone in my family uh, got the COVID-19 and had serious consequence with this disease illness. I can say illness, ill. I don't know. So, but
Yes,
I
you can say virus.
okay, virus. But fortunately, everyone in my family uh, passed through this pandemic situation uh, relatively well. So nobody dies. That this is a winning
Died.
for us. And
Yes,
and and yes, these emotions change the perspective that you have for your life, but because you never expect to presence or to be in the middle of this kind of situations. So it takes you out of the place, and you have to learn to how to pass through these kind of situations and to be stronger in any situation to control your emotions. That I think that this is the most important, and that's my
yes,
opinion about all this.
yes, understand. And I think that one of the things that we can rescue from the pandemic was that people who maybe share a lot with their family, uh, they had the opportunity to share with them while we were staying at home and to meet them, to know their feeling about many things that maybe we are too much busy to take care of those aspects of our life.
Yes, yes. And sometimes you didn't know your own family.
Exactly, exactly. Okay, who else wants to participate? Okay, let's do it. Who else? Nobody? Well, guys, in this part of speaking session, I really everybody I know that you read article, so you will have 2 minutes or you understand about the article.
Profe, se le está
I'm
escuchando
gonna
muy
call one by
entrecortado.
one. Okay. Okay. Hello. How are you? Are you listening to me?
Now, yes.
Yeah. Now, yes. Perfect.
But everybody was listening to that like problems with the sound.
Yeah. Sometimes is intermittent.
Okay, guys. So in this point, I want everybody participate during 2 minutes or almost 2 minutes, in which you summarize the ideas of the article that you read. So I'm gonna call one by one, and I'm gonna count the time. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So let's start with Alejandra. Alejandra, are you there?
One moment, teacher. Problem while my baby, I alone.
Okay, Alejandra, don't worry. So get ready, and we continue with Marisol. Okay. Hello, Marisol. Are you listening? Are you
Hello,
there?
teacher.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay,
I
Marisol.
understand.
So okay. Okay, start.
Okay, okay, teacher. I understand the article. Uh, uh, say the coronavirus pandemic and the change that had in the education. Um the in the read tells of the emotion in the teaching because had changed in the strategy because the teacher during the pandemic the teaching was virtual or during pandemic the teachers uh, teaching with the emotions and relationship different to the face-to-face class. The teachers teaching with materials and books, in text, other strategies. In the virtual education, the teachers using more emotions, but because the students feel more more comfortable in the process learning.
Comfortable.
Okay, teacher.
Okay, that was time.
Ah,
That was good. That was good. That was good.
okay, teacher.
You see, guys, when you start to speak and start to think in English, nobody can stop you because start to use those vocabulary that you have in your mind, express yourself correctly. Oh, that was good, Marisol. Excellent.
Thank you, teacher.
So let's okay. So let's go with Maria Paula. Maria Paula is not connecting. I'm gonna call her to.
Yes,
Okay, no,
teacher.
she's now connected. Okay,
I'm,
okay,
I'm here.
okay. So
Yes.
Maria Paula, summarize in 2 minutes what you read, what you understand from the article. So let me count the time, and I when I tell you to start. Okay.
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 Let me
Okay.
say. Let me. Yeah, give me one moment. Okay, give me one moment.
Okay.
Okay, now start.
Okay. Okay. I think the pandemic changed the world in some way, in the economic, social, um, but uh, education also changed. Okay, many teachers had to make changes in their teaching process, strategies, method, because the context also changed completely. And, and we could no longer relate face to face with the students, with other teacher in a school. So teachers had to adapt to the new needs of students, not only in the part of teaching the contents of a book, grammatic, uh, also in the emotional part that is very important too, and feelings of the students. If not only the students, also the teachers, um, and that's it. Finish 2 minutes.
1:30.
Well, okay. Okay. I think the students were the principal affected about the pandemic. The learning process of them changed totally. Uh, they were not prepared to this change about this method virtual. And
Virtual method.
okay, virtually method. Okay.
Okay, you see that when you have when you praise yourself to speak, you speak because we know vocabulary, but we don't use it. So the idea is that you practice and feel free to make mistakes. Don't worry, we're here just to practice. Okay,
Okay. Okay, teacher. Thank you.
excellent. And
Okay.
listening to you, I was thinking about that. Yes, this was a whole crisis, but we I think that we cannot say that everything was bad because some chains some chains were I think that were needed I mean, people needed those change. I think that it was not a way, but thank God. Okay, we have those change. Education had to reinvent to implement new strategies. Teacher has to improve their skills, their competence. Because you know what? Many teachers from school, from primary, high school, didn't know so much about technology, and we are in 21st century, God. Okay, so we have to learn to teach. We have to keep learning to teach. So I think that there are things that we can rescue from this pandemic. I think the change in education, um, also that we share a lot with our family, and that people learn at home. Maria Paula. Oh, with Anderson or
Okay, teacher.
well, Anderson. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Next, okay, Anderson. Excuse me, just one moment. Let's go with Anderson. Then with Sorry, and after that with Alejandra. Okay. So let's go, Anderson.
Okay. I personally think that the main topic of the reading was the social emotional skills, because in the reading we can see that we can see the example of one teacher in Philippines, that he had to adjust their methods, and he focused in create good relationships with the students and the parents. So I think that this is a big step to do, and it's an example that we have to improve in and to or to put in
In
our
practice.
teaching methods in practice. That's the word. So they talk about also the that many teachers in the United States uh, have to put in practice all the skills that they gain through years of teaching, but also says that teachers were affected as well as students in with this with all this situation of the pandemics. They are humans too, so they have to they stress, and they have two problems in their homes. And the thing that you were talking a few moments ago is that many teachers have to start to learn how to to teach in a virtual environment. And many teachers are a little bit older. I don't know how to say another word, but they are senior. So that was I think that was a lot of bit no a lot stressing for them to start to implement these new tools to their teaching process. So I think that was challenging for everyone, but I think that we have to focus more in the personal relationships, because creating a vincule, like a link with the student, uh, uh, makes that the teaching process a lot of like more interesting for them, and they pay more attention in the classes. That was pretty much that the article said about this situation that I remember. So
Yes,
that's my
Anderson.
answer.
Yeah, your 2 minutes finished long ago, but I didn't want to stop you.
Okay,
Yeah,
sorry.
and don't worry, but that's what I want, that you speak, and so I can listening to you guys and pay attention on the words that you make mistakes, so I can give you a feedback with examples using those words. Okay,
Okay, thanks.
that was good. So let's go with sorry, are you there?
Yes. Um, well,
Okay, sorry. Okay, let me start to count your time. Okay, I start now.
okay. Well, the pandemic has changed the methodology in education. We can say the teacher has changed the tool of classes and have forgotten the socio emotional skill of a student and family. When students have had to deal with feeling of isolation, frustration, anxiety, or stress, this bring with it a response of hopelessness, depression, or even anger. Families have to fulfill their work obligations, household chores, while supporting and supervising their children's school activity. Uh, they do not necessarily know how to do correctly, causing them an anguish and stress. Teachers face the impotence of not being close to the students, the anguish caused by not having technological tool or not knowing how to use them properly. This causes a lot of control to better guide the student body. According to some experts, applying all the knowledge and learning about social and emotional skill can help you deal with those up and down of emotion that prevent you from having an open mind when making responsible decisions. It all
Yes, sorry.
highly,
Do you want to continue? Yeah.
bueno,
Well,
well, it also highlights that motivate students will recognize their ability and need, what are from tension, anxiety, and stress, are more likely to achieve their goals, to rely positively, and are more attentive and participatory. Um, therefore, for Brian Atencia, the social and emotional well-being of each student is more important than their study plans.
yes, yes, yes. That was good. Yeah. According to your opinion or your summarize. Sorry. Uh, the thing with the students and the whole family was that nobody was prepared to face the situation from home. You know, as you were telling, uh, the household chore, the things at home, the homeworks, the activities. Many students didn't have technological devices at home or even the internet connection. So I think that it was a total mess. But well, people get well, people could face the situation. The government helped. I think that not much had we could expect, but well, but nobody was prepared for that. Okay, so Alejandra, are you ready?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, so the baby fall asleep.
No.
Okay, go ahead. So you have 2 minutes to summarize the reading. Okay, so you can start. Okay, let me see now. Okay.
Okay. Well, the pandemic changed the life of all people. I think that the world was not prepared for soon agreed on compliment. Everyone adapted to the new life. The children the most affected by the confinement and now being able to sorry
Don't worry. Participate, and we are listening to you. Don't worry.
now being able to attend classes for many men and disorder of emotion and generate a lot of stress in the parent. Education underwent really change because in went from classroom to receive class in rooms. For many teachers, the using of technology represent overcome challenge. Um, Many were now used to digital platform to develop their classes, anxiety and stress to all of them in their mental health consistent with their relax and home and read. This world situation was very sad. Many well no people live a very hard time were experiencing.
Yes, I'm agree with you, Alejandra. With the teachers, the hard part for the teacher was that many teachers were just focusing on teaching from the classroom. Nobody was using emails or digital evidence in the school. So I think that we are teaching the old way, as Alejandro Anderson was saying. He didn't find a word to describe old, but that's the word, Anderson. We were teaching in an old way, and people get old. That's it. But you can't allow that your knowledge get old. You have to renew your knowledge. You have to keep learning to keep teaching. If you don't learn, what what you can teach? What is your vision? What is going to be the vision of your students if you don't learn? Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, guys. So go ahead, Anderson. Go ahead.
I think that here in Colombia we had an old teaching method. It needs an update immediately, but I don't know. That's like almost everyone in everything in the country. It depends on all politicians, and that's a big problem in order
Yes,
to
Anderson.
keep
But
moving.
I think okay, Anderson. Yes, but I also think that we as a teacher also have the opportunity in the classroom, and we have the space, we have the students, we have the knowledge, and we just need to design and implement strategy to transform the way that we teach. Okay, so you can improve your ways with your student from your class, from your area, from your schools. uh, we also can do something. Okay, so
Y-
just we need the only thing that we need is the right strategies and the correct way to implement them.
Yeah, that's what I think. I believe that maybe when I became a teacher, I'm going to try to develop an effective method to teach. That's what I think. That's what I want uh, when I became a teacher. But I don't know. Schools have rules, and sometimes those rules keeps you like I don't know how to say, like como atrapado,
They make
and
you feel stuck.
stuck. That's the word, stuck. So I don't know. I have to experience that when I became a teacher, and let's see. That's what I think in this moment. I don't know
Yeah, yes,
how
it's
things
like
are.
that. I started as a teacher when I was 17 years old as an English teacher, and people in the classroom when I was new in the school, they thought that I was a student because
Yeah,
I looked like I was I looked like I was 12 years old and I was 17. You know, that
yeah.
was
That's
funny. And yeah, and we get with those strategies and those things that we want to implement, and sometimes from the administration of the school, because when we work with a private school, we have to understand that they are also a company. It's a
yeah,
business. So there are things that they don't think that are good for the business, and we have to face those things and also to reinvent, to implement a strategy that works with the school, with their students, and with us to keep learning and to be a great professional.
yeah. That's my point. That's my specific point. When the institution just like like tell you do things in this way, or keeping you in a line, and if you want to implement another method that you experience that is more effective. So that's what I don't know because I am not a teacher and I am not teaching or anything. So that's what I have to face when I became a teacher.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Well, guys, we reached 1 hour. One, yeah, one long hour. I really love that you participate, that you were able to speak, and here I want that you take advantage of this space, sorry, to improve your speaking skills. So I really want you to congratulate for being here and participate. I'm gonna stop the recording of the session.